Hi, everybody. Today I'm joined with David Lough, and he's the president of the Downtown Sarasota Condominium Association, otherwise known as DSCA. David, welcome. Thanks for coming. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what DSCA is and what they stand for?
Well, first, Mairead, thank you for the invitation to talk about DSCA. I think we're a pretty exciting organization in our own undercurrent kind of way. We try and represent around 13,000 residents who live downtown. And a lot of people don't know that in the concentrated downtown, we have so many people in an area that's only about 7% of the city's land mass is going on 25% of its population. And we've accounted for as much as 60% of the city's growth over the last 5 years and continue to. So we are known, and I would like to think, respected as a middle-of-the-road kind of balanced kind of organization, representing not only the residents but the other stakeholders downtown, whether they be business owners or the city itself. We've been around like 27 years now, and like to think that we do good things.
What do you think's the current state of downtown right now?
You know, with developments in the last 8 or 9 months, I mean, things are a little bit unsettled. I mean, there's no nice way to put it. There's no question that things have softened.
Yeah,
but
inventory's up, absorption rates down. Yep.
But the path we were on, and then what I call a sugar high, was not sustainable. So some of this pause, if you call it that, is not necessarily a bad thing. I can tell you that today there are 1,000 new residential units under construction, and there's another 1,500 planned. So whatever the case is today, some folks are putting some serious money into the future and thinking that maybe we're in a pause mode, shall we call it, that we will come out of hopefully sooner rather than later.
I think we will, and I think one of the reasons why is because Sarasota is so special. I mean, why do you think Sarasota is so special?
Well, I mean, I have personally lived in many parts of the U.S. I've lived abroad a couple times. Sarasota is special. There was an article in Southern Living just a couple days ago that talked about the arts and science nature of some of it. And they were talking about Selby. So think of, if you haven't been to Selby, you got to get to Selby, and they're about to start phase 2. The Bay Park, what the magic things that are happening there. So, you know, Sarasota is kind of the Goldilocks kind of size. We have now over 122 restaurants downtown. We've got that balance of just right kind of size and feel and comfort.
So what are the risks if we're not intentional about our growth? I mean, I know when you have this much growth, there are some risks. What do you think they are?
I think the risks are, let's not be complacent. Even there's competition with St. Pete or Tampa or, you know, Clearwater, you know, with the arts. And we can't be complacent. We know the orchestra is moving east. Moat has moved off of Longboat. I'm going to use the term M-O-A-T, moat, as something that we need a moat to help protect our, what I call string of pearls, with Oslo, Ringling, Selby, the Bay Park. Those are key assets that are the anchors, and both culturally and but also economically. Next to the Sarasota Memorial Hospital and school system, they're our biggest employers. You know, people have concerns about building a new performing arts center. Think about the value of your property, and that infrastructure is important to you.
And speaking of that, what should we be watching for next?
The city's going to be working on its budget for next year. It's going to be challenging because of the storms, and there was damage, and get ready for a little belt tightening on some things.
Not surprised there.
Yeah. With the report of the Purple Ribbon Committee, the committee charged with looking at what should be done with the Van Ways, and it clearly states we need a new performing arts center.
I read it, and it's very comprehensive.
Again, I will go back to the fabric and the glue that keeps Sarasota so special, and the Performing Arts Center being part of that, particularly in the context of some of the other institutions moving outside. It's essential to do. And I hope people watching this would chime in whatever your views might be on this at the appropriate time. There's some social media folks who see things a different way, but let's have the silent majority maybe
and have
express
a transparent conversation about it, right? Because
right.
we all should be inputting our voices and where the direction of our city should go.
Yep.
So for those out there watching that want to join DSCA, who's eligible to join?
Our members are actually condos. So it would be the board of a condo who would join, and then they be a conduit for their residents to provide input. We're $250 a year. We issue a monthly newsletter. We do yearly surveys. We're in the midst of doing one now that gets shared. We have a lot of data. So I have to say, I think it's the best $250 investment that a condo building could consider making.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It's clear that you have a lot of knowledge about what's going on. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Thanks.